Ayo, welcome back, Mungos. Why are you looking at me like that?
Dude, I literally every single time D1 fucking opens like that, like starts the podcast like that, I always give her this look and I'm like dying. It's funny, okay? I'm not hating or anything.
You're a hashtag hater.
No. It's just funny, okay?
Oh my god. Okay, so before we started this fucking podcast, I bought eels and escalators from SpongeBob. If you know what episode it is, then you cultured. If you don't, go read a fucking book. Don't go touch some grass.
Yeah, for real, you pro. So, it was pretty fun. We were like confused and whatnot. Dion still be pee mad
No, I wasn't.
that I won.
I was making so many ungodly noises. Like every time that like I'd land on an eel and go get sent back, I get sent to the exact same spot, and I'm like, literally making those noises.
She was so mad because she never made it like past the second road. I think it's
No, I did. I
She-
was like technically on the last row because that's
Uh-huh.
where we put the escalator,
yeah,
but I never made it past said escalator.
yeah, because I kept on putting her ass back.
I know.
Put your place, woman. And I fucking slapped her. I'm just kidding.
She slapped me so hard. I got sent into orbit.
Oh my god. But today we are gonna cover a very, very special case. It's one of my all-time favorite cases. Yes, I have an all-time favorite case because this one shocked me to my core, and holy crap, it was just like, when I first learned about it, I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy. Like, this guy is still alive. He's still alive. And he's free, right? He free. And he made documentary. He even made a XXX video with a corn star in Japan.
Did you say corn?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It was. Yeah. He has made books. They have made movies about him. They have made a manga about him.
Not the manga.
Yeah, a manga.
That's how you know you made it.
It was. Oh my god.
I want that to be our catchphrase, like how we had a couple episodes ago, like on Dr. Phil's, like, oh, that's how you know you made it.
I know, that's how you know you fucking made it, bro. So, this is the case of Issei Sagawa, or also known as Pang, or the Kobe Cannable. Issei Sagawa was born April 26, 1949, and he is currently the age of 73. He was born in Kobe, Japan. He actually has a occupation. He has a job. He has like a career. He's an author.
Bruh.
And this motherfucker short. This motherfucker shorter than Dion.
That's mean as fuck.
He is 4'9".
Oh, finally.
He is short as shit, and he a ugly ass motherfucker.
All I have to say, how would you let someone, like, eat you when they're, like, the size of a Tic Tac? Just kick that shit.
But she couldn't, Dion. She couldn't. And later, Dion will find why, because she's never heard about this case, and that shit will rock her to her core. I talked to her. I talked about this case to her a tiny bit, and I've shown her the crime scene pictures. This is a trigger warning. The fucking pictures are absolutely horrible. If you don't have a strong stomach like me, or possibly Dion, don't search him up.
I have a very strong stomach, except for when we were watching that movie.
This is so funny because you know how that. Okay, so me and Dion were watching this 1986
86?
German movie called Necromantic.
We thought we downloaded a snuff film for real.
Bro. It's fucking crazy. Like I said again, do not search that movie up unless you want to be fucking traumatized. It takes kind of a lot to traumatize me, but this one kind of, yeah. It's
Especially the ending and the rabbit scene. If you know, you know.
If you watch this movie, damn. damn. I don't have anything else to say, but like how Dion was saying, that movie was kind of like this, but not really, if you know what I mean. So Issei Sagawa's criminal charges were murder, cannibalism, falsely identified as attempted rape by officials in Japan. And his criminal status is unfit to stand trial for reason of insanity. So this guy was like, he was crazy, bro. Like, for reals, he was mad crazy. And they literally said, like, this guy's an author. He was fully, like, he knew everything about what he was doing, but Japan's like, this motherfucker can't stand in trial because he fucking crazy. Okay, Japan.
Imagine being a best-selling author and you're just sitting there like, knowing what you did, you're like, yeah, I fucking ate people. My Tic Tac height ass just ate people up.
I'm searching up his like book so Dion can know what it was. It is currently one, like, the lowest price. His little book is $78 and it goes up to $135.
Bruh.
This motherfucker ugly as shit. He very ugly. His movies that were made by him is called The Unfaithful Wife, Shameful Torture. But yeah, this fucking guy's like stupid. So Issei Sagawa, also known as Pang or the Kobe Cannibal, is a Japanese murderer, cannibal, and necrophile known for the killing of Renee Hartfelt in Paris, 1981. Sagawa murdered Hartfelt, then mutilated, cannibalized, and performed necrophilia on her corpse over several days.
Disgusting.
Sagawa was arrested but then released after 2 years of pretrial detention upon being found legally insane and then deported to Japan. Sagawa's release was due to legal technicality. Legal technicality is a casual or colloquial phrase referring to a technical aspect of law. It has no meaning, nor does it have a legal definition, but it implies a strict adherence to the letter of law, has prevented the spirit of law from, like, being. So basically, they're like, yeah, we ain't gonna just deport his bitch ass. We don't want him here in Japan.
Like, we don't want him here, but so that they're not our problem.
Basically. And his post-release celebrity in Japan led to international publicity. Early life. Issei Sagawa was born on the 26th of April, 1949 in Kobe, Hyogo Prefecture. To wealthy parents, Sagawa's father, Akira Sagawa, was a businessman who has served as president of Kurita Water Industries, and his grandfather had been an editor for the Asahi Shimbun. Sagawa was born prematurely and reportedly small enough that he could fit into the palm of his father's hand.
Oh,
Yep.
Imagine being tiny.
Imagine being tiny? Yeah, dumbass bitch.
I finally have someone to be like, ha, you're so tiny. Let me put my elbow on your head.
And he immediately developed enteritis, a disease in the small intestine. Enteritis is the inflammation of the small intestine, which is mostly caused by food or drink contaminated with pathogenic microbes such as Serratia. But it may have other causes such as anus AIDS,
What the fuck?
radiation therapy, as well as autoimmune conditions like Crohn's disease and celiac disease.
Oh, I know celiac disease.
Sagawa eventually recovered after several injections of potassium, calcium, calcium and saline. Sagawa's fragile health and introverted personality led him to developing a strong interest in literature. Sagawa attended schools in Kamakura, Kanagawa Prefecture, where he first experienced cannibalistic desires while in the first grade.
Wow.
After seeing a male's thigh.
Wow, imagine being in the first grade, like making that Crayola art, the macaroni art, and you're just there making your macaroni shitty thing that your mom puts on the fridge, and you're just and you look over to the person and you're like, God damn, those thighs. They remind me of chicken thighs. I wanna take a nibble of that.
He's probably like, damn, them shit's girthy. It gets worse, Dion.
Oh my god.
It gets worse. In a 2011 interview with Vice, I fucking watched that. Sagawa reported that as youth, he partook in bestiality with his dog.
No.
And experienced cannibalistic desires for women. So he wasn't gay. Oh my god, but he literally fucked his dog. That poor dog, man.
I hate that.
Poor dog.
So what you're telling me, he's a cannibal and he preys upon animals and possibly men and women.
Mostly women. He a little bi-curious.
He said, I don't discriminate, let me get a taste. It's that Lizzo song, but I switched it up.
Oh.
Oh. I love Lizzo. I love her so much.
Sagawa attended Wako University and completed a master's degree in English literature at Kwansei Gakuin University. At the age of 24, while attending Wako University in Tokyo, Sagawa followed a tall German woman home, then broke into her apartment while she was sleeping. Sagawa's intention was to cannibalize her by slicing part of her buttocks.
Just say ass.
And sneaking away with a small part of her flesh. But she awoke, and Sagawa claims pushed him to the ground. No fucking shit! This is a tall German woman, bro. She got them nice German fucking jeans. She tall as fuck. You were literally puny, you tic-tac looking ass motherfucker. You were literally going against the wall of fucking Berlin.
Oh my god. Imagine, like you said, a tic-tac looking ass man, a 1-inch man, and they're going against this fucking German lady that probably fights bears in the forest.
That's Russian, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, she...
Well, Germans can fight bears in the forest.
Bro, think about this. I'm not gonna dirty my amazing Levi's image from Attack on Titan. But imagine Levi with a colossal titan. That's what I pictured in my fucking head.
Levi's let me take a slice of that ass off so you could not walk.
Dead ass, bro. What a... Disgusting. Sagawa was captured by police and charged with attempted rape. He did not confess his true intention to authorities. Sagawa's charges of attempted rape were dropped when his father paid a settlement to the victim.
Imagine getting...
Go ahead.
Imagine using daddy's money to get out of jail.
Literally me. He'd be like, Daddy, please, get me out of jail. I was trying to slice up this tall German woman's ass cheeks and run away with the flesh, but she woke up and she threw me to the ground.
I'm the victim here. You don't understand.
Bliss. In 1977, at the age of 27, Sagawa moved to France to pursue a PhD in literature at the Sorbonne in Paris. That sounded very Italian. I don't know how French people say that. Sagawa has said that while residing in Paris, quote, almost every night I would bring a prostitute home and try to shoot them. But for some reason, my fingers froze up and I couldn't pull the trigger.
No, maybe his fingers were too tiny and he couldn't even reach him.
Baby hands, bro. Fucking stupid bitch. The killing of Renee Hartfeld. On June 11th, 1981, Sagawa, then 32, invited his Sorbonne classmate Renee Hartfeld, a Dutch woman, to dinner at his apartment at 10 Rue Erlanger, under the pretext of translating poetry for a school assignment. Sagawa planned to kill and eat her, having selected her for her health and beauty, characteristics he felt he lacked. Sagawa considered himself weak, ugly, and small since he was 4'9", and claims he wanted to absorb her energy. She was 25 years old and 5'10".
Bruh, that's not how chakras work.
Exactly, bro.
You don't eat somebody to absorb their energies.
Bro, this woman, rest her beautiful soul, was taller than me. She was taller than me. Damn, that's crazy.
I'd be all like, if I saw that guy like running at me, I'd be like, Alexia, watch out. There's a little rat coming after you.
He's gonna bite your ankles. He's gonna bite your ankles.
He probably ate her ankles. So he is an ankle biter.
He cooks. He cut off her ankles. He literally did, bro.
Cut off her ankles, wear them as a necklace. Maybe they're too big. Maybe they're like the size of his body. They're the size of his body. He was like, oh man, I can't wear these as necklaces anymore. I didn't even think about this.
Hell no. After Hartfeld arrived, she began reading poetry at a desk with her back to Sagawa when he shot her in the neck with a rifle. Sagawa said that she fainted after the shock of shooting her, but awoke with the realization that he had to carry out his plan. So that motherfucker literally had the balls to shoot her, and she like fell like on her desk, like right,
yeah,
fell, and he like, oh my god, and he passed the fuck out. He passed out.
Wow.
And he like, damn, I gotta wake up. Shit, might as well carry out my plan. What a fucking idiot, bro.
Oh my god.
Sagawa then had sex with her corpse.
This is way too much like the movie.
Movie, bro.
This is way too much like the movie that we watched. I'm getting bad flashbacks.
But he could not bite into her skin because his teeth were not sharp enough. So he left to an apartment to his... My fault. So he left his apartment and purchased a butcher knife. Sagawa consumed various parts of Hartfield's body, eating most of her breast and face, either raw or cooked. While saving other parts in his refrigerator, Sagawa took photographs of Hartfield's body at each eating stage. Sagawa then attempted to dump the remains of Hartfield's corpse in a lake in... I ain't not gonna fucking read that.
Bois de
Boulogne. Fuck.
That looks like it says bologna.
Bois de Boulogne. Bologna, whatever.
Bois de Bologna.
Carrying her dismembered body in 2 suitcases, but was caught in the act and arrested by French police 4 days later.
Oh my god, he was caught by French people.
I mean, they are. Sagawa's wealthy father provided a lawyer for his defense, and after being held for 2 years awaiting trial, Sagawa was found legally insane and unfit to stand trial by the French judge, Jean-Louis Breguier, whatever, who ordered him held indefinitely in a mental institution. After a visit by the author Unihiko Yomota, Sagawa's account of his kill was published in Japan under the title In the Fog.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
Sagawa's subsequent publicity and macabre celebrity likely contributed to the French authorities' decision to deport him to Japan, where he was immediately committed to Matsuzawa Hospital in Tokyo. His examining by psychologists all declared him sane and found sexual perversion was his sole motivation for murder. As the charges against Sagawa in France had been dropped, the French court documents were sealed and were not released to Japanese authorities. Consequently, Sagawa could not legally be detained in Japan. Sagawa checked himself out at the hospital on August 12, 1986, and subsequently remained free since that day. Sagawa's continued freedom has been widely criticized. Post-release. Between 1986 and 1997, Sagawa frequently invited to be a guest speaker and commentator. In 1992, Sagawa appeared in Hisayasu Sato exploitation film Uwakezuma Chihokuseme, Unfaithful Wife, Shameful Torture, as Sado sexual voyeur. Sagawa has written books about the murder he committed, as well as Shonen A, a book on the 1997 Kobe murders. I guess he wrote a book. The Kobe child murders occurred in Sumakobe in 1997. It had 2 victims, and they were murdered by a 14-year-old boy reportedly named Shinichiro Azuma. And he just covered that shit. Sagawa also written restaurant reviews for the Japanese magazine Spa. Sagawa can no longer find publishers for his writing since he has struggled to find employment.
Gee, I wonder why. That's so weird. I don't know. I don't understand why.
Sagawa was nearly accepted by French language school because the manager was impressed by his courage in using his real name. But employees protested and he was rejected.
Good.
So, the manager was like, I'm thinking about hiring this man because he got balls of steels for using his name after everything he did.
Bro, he gonna eat your balls.
He gonna eat your balls, bro.
He probably did.
Eat my balls. Eat my balls.
I told you, he don't discriminate. I don't discriminate. Come and get a taste.
In 2005, Sagawa's parents died, and he was prevented from attending the funeral.
Probably was gonna eat their bodies or fuck them or something.
Probably. Maybe that's why they're like, ain't no way you're gonna fucking go. But repaid their creditors and moved into public housing. Sagawa received welfare benefits for a time. In an interview with Vice magazine in 2011, Sagawa said that being forced to make a living while being known as a murderer and cannibal was a terrible punishment.
Bruh, you literally did that to yourself.
In 2013, Sagawa was hospitalized from a cerebral infarction.
Infarction?
That's like when you have necrotic tissue in your brain.
Oh.
Which permanently damaged his nervous system. He now lives alone and needs daily assistance, which is provided by his younger brother or from caregivers. At the time, he claimed to have regretted the obsession. So, this doesn't really give a lot of detail of what,
Of what happened?
So, he had letters. This fool had letters. Hold on, give me a second. I need a... Bitch!
While you look up the letters, can I read the pop culture?
Yeah.
Okay, pop culture. Documentary films featuring Sagawa included Cannibal Superstar, Sweden, 1986. It was 43 minutes. Excuse Me for Living, on Channel 4, UK, 1993. It was 60 minutes. The Cannibal That Walked Free on Channel 5 in the UK, 2007, which ran for 46 minutes. Interview with a Cannibal, Vice US, 2011. It ran for 34 minutes. Caniba, what the hell? France. It aired in France, 2017, 97 minutes. A 1986 short film by Oliver Smulders, Adoration, is based on Sagawa's story. Too Much Blood. A song on the Rolling Stones. Oh, that's how you know you made it. 1983 album Undercover is about Sagawa and the violence in the media. His crime also inspired the Stranglers in 1981 song La Folie. I don't know. The noise black metal band Gnaw Their Tongues also released a EP titled Issei Sagawa in 2006. Sagawa's crimes and later his career as an actor were discussed in 2015 documentary Fear Itself by the filmmaker Charlie Lean. Lean? Lean. Did you find that book yet?
No. Oh, well, like, it's a letter.
Mm-hmm.
It's a letter. He sent it to someone, but I can't read it because I do not. It was a letter, an envelope to Patrick Kearney. I cannot read what the fuck
read either.
This says because it's in French. But it's on sale. Yeah.
For a penny?
No. For $1,250.
That's way different than a fucking penny.
Yeah, that's bro, that's crazy. That is fucking insane. Right? That's like the dumbest fucking shit ever.
Why would you sell that shit for like $1 billion? He was like, I need to get that check. Because I can't get a job for some reason. Like, I don't understand why I can't get a job.
And they sell, like, he's still making bands because some people really like this case. He has it's a book called The Letter of Sagawa by Juro Kara. It's a book about life and crimes of Issei Sagawa. It's a collection of letters written between Issei Sagawa and the author while Sagawa was a prisoner in Paris. So it's on sale. It's a hardcover. It's $50. But
that's way better than $1,000.
They also, the reason he be making his bands too is because he be selling his own memorabilia. There's a Issei Sagawa picture signed with his best friends. In the back it says, "With my best friends." It is worth $275.
What the fuck? Why are people like idolizing this guy?
I know. And there's a young picture of him when he was a little kid for $12.
$12.
A drawing of Issei Sagawa in manga is worth, well, they sell it for $500.
Manga? $500? What the fuck?
And he wrote a book called Paris en Amour. It's the Issei Sagawa Guide to Paris book. It's worth $100. And this is an Issei Sagawa portrait print for $12. It's a collectible. It's a collectible. And
you should save that link so that I could post the pictures.
Hold on. Give me a second. Godfather. This case goes like really crazy. It's really dumb. Like, he's still out and about and stuff. Like, over the years since he murdered, like, the freaking girl he killed, he made a living off his crime, and he became kind of a minor celebrity in Japan. He, like, was in talk shows and written manga novels that, like, graphically depict the killing and eating of heart belt. He, like I was saying, he even starred in softcore porn reenactments where he bites actors. So bitches in Japan made porn but reenacting what he did.
What kind of fucking porn are they watching?
I don't know, bro. He's dumb. Like,
So what you're saying is, for me to get rich, I gotta eat a bitch and, serve a sentence in France.
If you're in Japan, bro.
So you're saying I gotta move to Japan, eat a bitch, get sent to France, and then I'll be making bands.
Probably, to be honest, bro.
Oh my god.
And ever since he was a little kid, or as long as he remembered, he had possessed cannibalistic urges and fascination with eating human flesh. He remembers with fondness his uncle dressing up as a monster and lowering him and his brother into a stew pot for eating, like as a joke. He sought out fairy tales that involved humans being eaten, and his favorite was Hansel and Gretel. He even recalls noticing his classmates' thighs in the first grade and thinking, that looks delicious.
Tasty.
He blames the media's representation of Western women like Grace Kelly for sparking his cannibalistic fantasies, equating it with what most people would call sexual desire. Where other people dream of bedding these beautiful women, Sagawa dreamt of eating them.
Ew.
Sagawa says the reasons behind his cannibalistic tendencies can't be explained to or conceptualized by anyone who doesn't share his exact urges. Quote, "It's simply a fetish," end quote, he said. Quote, "For example, if a normal man fancied a girl, he naturally feel a desire to see her as often as possible, to be close with her, to smell her and kiss her, right? To me, eating is just an extension of that. Frankly, I can't fathom why everyone doesn't feel the urge to eat and consume other people."
Because I'm
End
not
quote.
mentally ill. Well, I am, but not that far.
He maintains, however, that he never thought of killing them, only gnawing on their flesh. He was always short and skinny, with legs that looked like pencils, he wrote in his best-selling book, The Fog, and he believed that just under 5 feet tall, he was too repulsive to attack the kind of physical intimacy that would temper his desires. Although Sagawa did once attempt to see a psychiatrist for his urges at the age of 15, he found it unhelpful and retreated further into his isolated psyche. Then in 1981, after repressing his feelings for 31 years, he finally acted on them. So, quote, "Almost every night, I would bring a prostitute home and try to shoot them from behind," he wrote in The Fog. Quote, "It became less about wanting to eat them, but more of an obsession with the idea that I had to simply carry out this ritual of killing a girl no matter what," end quote. Eventually, he found his perfect victim. And this shows pictures of his meal. I'm gonna show Dion. Like I said, do not search these up unless you don't have like soft stomach. This motherfucker had her laid out on paper plates, bro. Where's your daddy's money now?
He said, "I can't afford that fine china, so I gotta get like plates from the dollar store." Does Japan even have a dollar store?
I fucking guess. Like, he attempted to kill her once, unsuccessfully, before actually murdering her. The first time the gun misfired when her back was turned, though most would take this as a sign to give it up, but it only pushed him down his rabbit hole. Quote, "It made me even more hysterical, and I knew that I simply had to kill her," he said. The very next night he did. This time, the gunfire, and Hartford was killed instantly. Sagawa only felt a little moment of remorse before he became elated. Quote, "I thought about calling an ambulance," he said. "But then I thought, hang on, don't be stupid. You've been dreaming about this for 32 years, and now it's actually happening." Immediately after killing her, he raped her corpse, then began cutting her open. Quote, "The first thing I did was cut into her butt cheeks. No matter how deep I cut, all I saw was the fat beneath the skin. It looked like corn, and it took a while to actually reach the red meat," he recalled. "The moment I saw the meat, I tore off a chunk with my fingers and threw it into my mouth. It was truly a historic moment for me." Ultimately, he said that his only regret was that he hadn't eaten her while she was still alive.
Ew.
Quote, What I truly wished was to eat her living flesh, he said. No one believes me, but my ultimate intention was to eat her, not necessarily kill her. After 2 days of killing, heartfelt, what he disposed of what remained of her body, like tissue that he couldn't eat, like muscle tissue, and like her bones and shit. He had eaten and frozen most of her pelvic region, so he put her legs, torso, and head into 2 suitcases and hailed a cab. The taxi dropped him off at the Bois de Boulogne Park, which had secluded lake inside it, and he planned to drop the suitcases in it, but several people noticed the suitcases dripping in blood and notified the French police. And here's one of the suitcase. You can still see her feet and stuff.
Ew.
I know, it's fucking disgusting. When the police found Sagawa and questioned him, his response was a simple admission. I killed her to eat her flesh, he said. Issei Sagawa waited like 2 years in French prison, and then he was deported to Japan. And he was supposed, like I said before, he was supposed to stay in a mental institution, but he's like, nah, and he dipped.
What the fuck? I didn't know that was an option.
Because the charges in France have been dropped, the court documents were sealed, and like they couldn't be released to Japanese authorities.
What the fuck?
So going back to that thing I was saying, the lawful technicality, the Japanese had no case against Issei, so they had to let him walk free.
What do you mean you had no fucking case? He ate it!
Because the people in France closed the case.
They're like, nah, we don't want to handle that shit.
Mm-hmm. And on August 12th, Issei Sagawa checked himself out of the psychiatric hospital in Tokyo, and he has been free ever since. People always question, where is Issei? Today, Issei walks the streets of Tokyo where he lives to do whatever the hell he pleases. A terrifying thought when one hears that the threatened life in prison hasn't done much to quell his urges. Quote, the desire to eat people becomes so intense around June when women start wearing less and start showing more skin, he said. Just today, I saw a girl with really nice deer on my way to the train station. When I see things like that, I think I'm about wanting to eat someone again before I die.
He's like, yeah, I want that on my bucket list. I want to eat a feast of people before I die.
Oh my god. What I'm saying is that I can't bear the thought of leaving this life without ever tasting that diere. What I saw this morning. Or her thighs, he continued. I want to eat them again while I'm alive, so I can at least be satisfied when I die. He even planned out how he was going to do it. Quote, I think either sukiyaki or shabu shabu, lightly boiled into thin slices, is the best way to go in order to really savor all the natural flavor of the meat. In the meantime, however, Sagawa has refrained from cannibalism, but that hasn't stopped him from capitalizing on his crime. He wrote restaurant reviews for the Japanese magazine Spa, like I said, and enjoyed success on literature circuit talking about his urges and crime. So, now he's published up to 20 books, and the most recent book called Extremely Intimate Fantasies of Beautiful Girls, which is filled with pictures drawn by himself as well by famous artists. Quote, I hope that people who read it will at least stop thinking of me as a monster, he said. Sagawa allegedly suffers from diabetes and suffered 2 heart attacks in 2015. He is now 73 and lives with his brother in Tokyo and continues to garner media attention. And in 2018, French filmmakers recorded the two talking, and Sagawa's brother asks him, as your brother, would you eat me? Sagawa's only response was empty stare and silence. And that's a little bit of what he said, since the first thing I was reading really doesn't give much of what he said.
Mm.
But this motherfucker still lives in Kobe. And it's just stupid. And that's all I have about this case. But the one that kind of like shakes me more is that he starred in a soft porn.
Yeah.
That's the craziest shit ever. That's stupid.
Like imagine the email he probably got. They're like, "Hey, we saw what you did on the news. Like how you ate that bitch up. Like you wanna be in our porn?"
He's ugly and small. He's so ugly. That's pretty much all I got. That's pretty much all I got. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, I don't really have anything else to say. Like there's nothing to say.
I know, but right now I'm just currently looking at the crime scene pictures. Let me just tell you, this motherfucker bit a chunk off of her lip and bit her nose off.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. This motherfucker deserves to fucking die.
He almost died from those fucking heart attacks that he had.
Why doesn't he die? Die.
Well, maybe his theory was right. The energy that he gets from the people, maybe it's making him immortal.
Bro, not even like the actual band Cannibal Corpse would do this fucking bullshit, bro. Ugh.
Cannibal Corpse is just sitting there like, God damn, this guy have more balls than us. He probably eat our balls.
Damn. But yeah, that's all that I got.
That's all that I got too.
Hot takes.
Hot takes.
What did you think about this case?
This case was whack as fuck.
It was, bro. It is. This is nasty.
Yeah, it was like I don't understand the justice system in France and Japan.
Especially in Japan. We have covered like 2 cases in Japan and where they don't do shit.
I know. They're just like, y'all made a second World War III. You guys committed war crimes.
Slap on the wrist.
The best
Bye-bye.
I could do is, I don't know, clean up a park or something. I don't know. Like, you know how, like, when you go to GameStop and you trade in all your fucking expensive ass games that you know you paid a shit ton of money for.
$4
like,
store credit.
Yeah, they're like, the best we could do is half a penny. That's how I feel Japan is like. They're like, the best we could do is half a penny. That's all you gotta pay.
The more and more I read about Japanese crimes like that, the more and more I don't want to go.
Especially that fucking fuckhead walking around in Tokyo or Japan or whatever, and he's like, I want to try an American.
Nah, hell no, bro. So, I got big old tibbies, right? They'd be like,
he'd probably
imagine he'd be like, I think she'd be spicy like wasabi. Yum. Hell no. I wait.
He looks at me, he's like, I like the white meat.
A little bit salty.
He looks at both of us, he's like, I like the white and dark meat.
I'm not even that dark.
The tan meat. I didn't mean it like that.
I'm medium rare. What do you mean?
He's like, yeah, they both could do.
Ew. Ew. But yeah, that's all we got. We don't got any more to say. This fucking case just...
Yeah, it was weird. It was gross.
I'm exhausted.
It was stupid. Oh, I would like to give a shout out to this one person that commented like 12 days ago on our Watts family murder. So they commented, this is by T Diamond Fox. This is a shout out. They put, I literally watched all of your podcasts last night and we appreciate that.
We appreciate that shit,
So
bro.
if y'all start commenting, we'll put a highlight for you guys. Like, we'll give you a shout out.
Dead ass.
Dead
ass.
Shout out to T Diamond Fox. We fucking love you because you're the only bitch that commented.
On our shit, bro.
Yeah, you're the only bitch that commented. And if you're watching this, we love you.
We love you. You are appreciated.
You are appreciated.
Please don't search up the crime scene pictures, please.
I'm gonna put them in the video. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want this shit to get taken down. Well, is that all?
That's it. Oh my. Okay.
That's not it.
That's it.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have for you guys this week. Peace out, Mungos. We love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.